Hello, welcome to the presentation on CAEPIPE 3D Plus for PCF using AutoCAD Plant 3D. In the following demo, we will use the product both as designer and stress engineer. To start with, as a designer, we will be carrying out the first level stress analysis of a layout highlighted in yellow. This line is connecting two equipment nozzles as shown. Let us export this to a piping component file, PCF, for further analysis. For this, click on ISOs, followed by Production ISO, and then enter the corresponding line number and click on Create. Once done, Designer runs CAEPIPE 3D Plus for PCF and selects the PCF file that was created in the previous step and clicks Run to perform first-level stress checks. From the stress contour plot for expansion stress, the designer sees that the piping has a lot of red and orange regions. The designer uses the animated deflected shape to understand the response of the piping in expansion load case. From the animated deflected shape, the designer understands that the piping is being restricted from free expansion due to the guide supports that are installed on the two vertical lines. Hence, the designer needs to modify the support types to allow for free expansion, thereby reducing the expansion stress. The designer then goes back to the 3D layout and replaces the two clamp supports with two resting supports, as shown in the revised layout. Once done, the designer exports the PCF file of the revised layout and performs the first level stress check again. From the expansion stress ratio contour plot of the revised layout, the designer sees that the piping is not overstressed anymore. In addition, from the animated deflected shape for the expansion case, the designer sees that the piping is free to expand in the two lateral directions. The designer checks the stress ratios for weight load case. The designer notices that there's a bit of red and orange in the layout. To understand the reason, the designer plots the animated deflected shape for sustained load case and observes that a few resting supports are needed to carry the weight of the long horizontal lines. The designer goes back to the 3D layout and adds few supports to the horizontal lines. The revised layout with the new supports added can be seen here. Export this revised layout again to PCF, as was done before, and perform the first level checks. From the stress ratio plots for expansion and sustained load cases, the designer sees that everything is blue and green. The designer then also reviews the force and moments on equipment nozzles by clicking on Show Summary. This will provide a support load summary for all equipment nozzles and other supports that are located on the piping. Further, the designer ensures that the pipe is resting on the supports during operation by checking the status of the resting supports shown as reached through the option Status of Resting Supports/Limit Stops. Next, the designer transfers the finalized layout to the stress department for detailed analysis. Now, the stress engineer opens the finalized layout using standalone CAEPIPE 3D Plus and reviews all the data that are transferred from 3D design software. Stress engineer includes an additional seismic load case in the stress analysis as shown. Once the analysis is done, the stress engineer then reviews the results by navigating through all the options available in CAEPIPE 3D Plus. Finally, to create a detailed report of the stress analysis, Stress Engineer clicks on Print to output the report along with the detailed table of contents as shown here. Thanks for watching our presentation on CAEPIPE 3D Plus for PCF.